Hi, hello, welcome back everybody to my next Doctor Who reaction. This is going to be reaction of season 1, episode 11. Okay, I guess now is the time that we have to finish this showing the number with our hands because it's not possible anymore. Or I could start with 1 again, but that would be wrong, so I say we're gonna just leave it. It's okay. Um, Yeah, I'm really excited to watch the new video today. The intro to this one is going to be a lot shorter than the last one, and the last one was an exception just because I wanted to explain myself a little bit more. After all that happened, this is not normal. That's what I want you guys to know. And I'd like to keep the intros at a max of like 10 minutes or so before we start the new video. But yet again, today I have something short that I want to tell you before we get into the show itself. It's about the comment section, just a little thing. You will know that I do have a moderator, and I just want you to know that when you write a comment, it's not possible for me to answer like immediately when I see that there is a new comment. But I have to wait until my moderator got through all of the comments and then wrote me an email and said, Nicole, it's safe for you to go there in the comment section and answer all of the comments, which results in me having to wait like 1, 2, or even 3 days before I get the okay. It depends on how much time my moderator has, but I don't want to pressure anybody to like go into the comments immediately after the video is released or an hour or two later. So what it means for you, please be patient. If you write a comment, I will read it, I will answer to it. It just will take like 1, 2, and even 3 days until I can answer. So that's a little thing I wanted to talk about. And then we get into the last episode, and what can I say? The episode was so good. I had so much fun with it. We watched the two-parter with the zombie people, the empty people, as the show called them, and it was really good. I enjoyed it so much. And we got a new character too. I don't know how long he's going to stay, but for now it seems like he is going to stay. He's going to be part of the team, I suppose. I don't know yet. Could be the same like with Adam, that he's in for like an episode or two and then does something dumb, which with this character is very possible. As for I know him by now. Well, no, I don't know anything about him. There is still so much to find out, I guess. And I'm very excited to get to know him a little bit better, maybe in this episode. I don't know if I guess he will be there. I mean, he's with our team, right? So he kind of has to be there. Unless there's like an accident happening and the TARDIS gets ripped in two halves, and on the one half is Rose and the Doctor, and on the other half is Captain Jack. I don't know. There's a question I wanted to ask you, because I called Jack, obviously, and many of you in the comments under the last video called him Captain Jack. So if you refer to him, is it more common to refer to him as Jack or Captain Jack? Or is it totally fine if you use either of them? Could you please tell me in the comments? I want to make this right. Well, the story last time had a very happy ending with the Doctor and Rose dancing in the TARDIS, and that was so wonderful. I had so much fun with it, and I watched it like 2 to 3 times right after I finished the episode, and I watched the speech of the Doctor too, which was exceptional, at least to me. And I really hope that there will be more speeches of him in the future, because I just love the actor. I love seeing him act. And I mean, I do like Rose too, but out of those two, the Doctor is like a 10, and Rose is like a 9.5 right now for me. Or like the Doctor's a 13 or 14 even. I just love him. What can I say? Yeah. And that's also a reason for my excitement for today, to going into the next episode. We have closed the theme of the last episode. We have closed that story. I guess we're going into a totally new one that could be like anything. Could be funny, could be sad, could be tragic, could be, I don't know, could be anything. I cannot predict anything. I guess, well, some reactors do that. When they have a show, they react to certain things. But with this show, at least for now, I have the feeling that this is not possible, like, at all. Because every episode is so different from the other one before. But there is no overall story and no, like, big bad, like you have those kind of things in other shows where the season kind of progresses every now and then in terms of that story, and then in the end of the season you arrive at a certain point and fight the big monster. And if you have something like that, it's more predictable. But with the Doctor, at least for now, as far as I know, please don't tell me in the comments how this will be in the future. But for now, we don't have any like common theme or something like that. No big bad. And so it's not really predictable what will happen in the next episode. I have no idea. But this makes it even more exciting, I think. Because you don't know what to expect. Okay, that's it. Enough babbling. We're going to start the episode right now. Have fun. Oh, yet again another previously. Okay. The alien episode is coming back. Okay, I have mixed feelings about this one.
Is not safe. It could result in the death of millions.
Okay.
I beg of you, stop the project right now before it's too late.
What project? And who are you talking to? Oh no. Oh no.
Excuse me. Civic duties leave little time for a sandwich.
Well,
But you
hello.
promise you'll stop it today.
Okay, we're back with the aliens. Well, that should be fun, right? And I know of a lot of you guys that you didn't really like the alien episode either, so we're in for a good ride, are we? Yeah, we are. Aliens and Captain Jack. Best mix. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Oh, hello, Mick.
Oh, how you doing, Ricky boy? It's Mickey.
Mickey, not Mick. I'm sorry. Got that wrong.
But this guy, I don't know, he's kind of
Handsome.
more like cheesy.
Early 21st century slang is
I give
cheesy,
you
good
that,
or bad.
Mickey.
Ricky, let me tell you something about the human race. You put a mysterious blue box slap bang in the middle of town. What do? Walk past it. Now stop your nagging. Let's go and explore.
I guess I would walk past it.
But I give you my personal guarantee that as long as I walk upon this earth, no harm will come to any of
Yeah,
my
like
citizens.
every politician would say, so
Now drink up.
you're not that
A
different
toast.
from the
To
human
the future.
politicians, like
And believe me,
many of them. She's disguising very well because she's
name's Cathy
behaving
Salter. I
exactly
represent
like the
the
real
Cardiff
ones
I'm
do.
sorry.
The European safety inspectors.
but they were French. It's not my fault if danger explosives was only written in Welsh.
And then there was that accident with the Cardiff Heritage Committee.
The electrocution of that
What
swimming
the-
pool was put...
And then the architect.
It was raining. Visibility was low. My car simply couldn't stop.
And then just recently, Mr. Cleaver, the government's nuclear advisor.
Slipped on an icy patch.
He was decapitated.
It was a very icy patch. I'm afraid these stories are nothing more than typical small-town thinking.
Very
I really
convenient
haven't got
accidents,
time.
are they?
If you'll excuse me. I think we might have to make a detour to the ladies.
Oh, wait here.
Oh, come on.
Just like in the real world, you know too much, you are a
So, you were
danger
saying
to them,
these
and
outlandish
you
theories
get,
of yours?
well, eaten up by an alien.
Sounds like we've got you, Chinol.
Why do you have to do that so slow? for the dramatic effect.
I mean, that sounds absurd. There must be so many safety regulations.
Ah, her old skin looks so creepy. Ooh.
But tell me,
The
do you
skin.
intend to make this information public?
I have to.
I didn't expect that ending. Like at all.
Are running and Brockovich falls, so I turn to him and I say, I knew we should have turned left. That's my line!
Why is she sitting next to Captain Jack and not to her boyfriend?
Unbelievable. I'm freaking me out enough by the
Strange.
time
Okay, Avengers assemble.
Excuse me. Who's in charge?
Sorry, awaiting orders, sir.
Right, here's the plan.
It doesn't have one.
Like you said, nice plan. Anything else?
Present arms.
She'd love to have a chat, but she's up to her eyes in paperwork. Perhaps if we could make an appointment for next
Of
week.
course she is.
She's climbing out the window, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
This James Bond kind of theme is so cool. I like it. All of them working together. Oh my god, Mickey, please. She can teleport. It's teleporting her back. Oh, please stop. No. That's too funny. Oh god, stop. I can't
I could do
anymore.
this all day.
This is persecution. Why can't you leave me alone? What did I ever do to you?
You tried to kill me and destroy this entire planet.
Apart from that.
So, you're a Slovene, you're on Earth, you're trapped. Your family
I
get
just
killed, but you
need 2
teleport
minutes.
out just in the nick of
Oh
time.
god, that was
You
so
have no
funny.
means of escape.
Philanthropic gesture. I've learnt the error of my ways.
Sorry,
It just so
I'm
happens
sorry.
to be
Name. This power station
Trying
went
to
into
focus.
meltdown.
this station.
Oh,
I know, but how did you think of it?
Good.
why is that important?
Blythe Thrug,
What's it mean?
bad wolf.
I've heard that before.
What's with the
Bad
music?
wolf. I've heard that.
Nah, just a coincidence. like hearing a word on the radio, then hearing it all day. Never mind. We're gonna take you home.
What the
Hold on,
hell?
isn't that the easy option, like letting her go?
Oh
I can't
god.
believe it. We get Brexit, Corico, Falabatorius. That's it.
I'm not gonna try and repeat that.
According to the statutes of government, the moment I return, I'm to be executed.
Not my problem.
I mean, you want to destroy our planet,
Ship is
so
impossible.
should we really feel sorry for you?
We've got a prisoner. The police box is really a police,
Police box.
Since you're taking me to my death, that makes you my executioners. Each and every one of you.
I mean, you don't get a death penalty for nothing, so... Wow, this look, lady. It looks good, kill. Then Mickey would be dead by now. And Rose. But you could have stayed on Earth and just, like, blend in and not trying to destroy Earth and
What are you
live
using
the
out
happy
here?
life, so... And you choose to blow it all up.
You and me.
That'd be nice.
And I mean, if the TARDIS can't leave until morning, we could go to a hotel, spend the night.
Do I get a last request? Just round the bay. It became quite a favorite of mine.
That's a trap. Please see through it, Doctor.
Oh, like she's not gonna try to escape.
Except I can never escape the doctor, so where's the danger?
Just order something on Uber Eats. Oh, was that a placement? I'm sorry, I'm not paid by Uber Eats.
You both wear one. If she moves more than 10 feet away,
I'm out to dinner.
But she's an alien. How does this work for an alien? I mean, does it
Dinner
really
in bondage.
hurt her? Or does it, like,
Works for me.
charge her? Or something like that. I don't know. I've seen Stranger Things on Doctor Who.
That's the one with the light on. 2 bedrooms.
I knew it!
Bayside view.
That I didn't know.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Tell me then, Draxacorocephalopatorian can manufacture a poison dart within her own finger.
Yes, I did.
Just checking. And one more. Between you.
As a final resort, the excess poison can be exhaled through the lungs.
That's better.
I would have
Now then,
taken
what
it
do you
back
think?
by now. She
Steak
tried to
looks
kill
nice.
him 3 times
Steak and chips.
in 5 minutes. She doesn't deserve that food that she gets.
I'm going out with Trisha Delaney.
Oh.
So,
Oh, why do you want to spend
Trisha from the shop.
the night in
Yeah,
a
Rob
hotel
Delaney's sister.
Oh, she's nice.
with Rose?
Us all scattered off world. Take me to them. Take me somewhere safe.
But then you'll just start again.
I
Yeah.
promise I won't.
You've been in... You killed her and stripped her and used the skin. You're pleading for mercy out of a dead woman's lips.
Yeah.
Perhaps I have got. Give me a chance, Doctor. I can change.
I don't believe you.
You tried to kill him like 5 minutes ago.
So what do you wanna
and
do
3
now?
times in a
Don't
row.
know.
How did you change?
You could ask about hotels.
It's all lies. I mean, I don't blame her. She doesn't want to die, but she's not to be
It's
trusted.
a bar down his name or
You don't
something.
even like Trisha Delaney.
Oh, is that right? What the hell do you know?
I know you, and I know her, and I know.
Are
It's never
I'm
gonna happen.
sorry.
So
Are
you're
you
kidding?
At least I know
Really?
where she is.
you are jealous, Miss?
There
Very
we are then.
available.
This is all about me, isn't it?
You left me!
Yeah, you did. He's right. But he shouldn't go out with another one if he still loves her. That's not right
I
either.
promise you I've changed. I felt the bloodlust rising just as the family had told me I was going to kill her without a thought. She's alive somewhere right now. She's walking around this city because I can change. I
Wow,
did
you
change.
didn't
I
kill
know I
one
can't
human.
prove it.
I believe you.
I wanted to blow up
And you know I'm
thousands.
capable of better.
It
Congratulations.
doesn't mean anything. You let one of them go, but that's nothing new.
Yeah.
Every now and that's how you live with yourself. That's how you slaughter millions. Because once in a while, on a whim, if the wind's in the right direction, you happen to be kind.
Only a killer would know that. Is that right? From what I've seen, its wake.
Oh,
Always
wow.
moving on, because you dare not look back.
What's with those close-ups
Playing
on their
with so
eyes?
many people's. You're absolutely right. Sometimes
Tension.
you let one go.
I'm not asking you to leave.
Wow,
because I
that
know
was
that's
an
not fair.
intense scene. Oh, why am
But I
I?
just need something here, some sort of promise that when you do
Oh,
come
God.
back, you're coming.
Is that thunder?
Why am I tearing up?
Does it
I
matter?
don't know.
If I'm a killer, it's because I was born to kill. It's all I know.
Earthquake? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh no, no.
Go on then, run! It's him again, isn't it? It's the doctor. It's always the doctor. It's always gonna be the doctor. It's never me.
Okay, Mickey, hold on. You are kinda overreacting to this situation right now. What did Cat project you? Oh. Oh no, don't stay under that bridge. Move. Oh god. She's gonna make it. She's gonna make it.
One wrong move and she snaps like a promise.
I might have known.
Great. You are an
So the
evil
extrapolator was programmed.
alien. Oh my god, what is going to happen?
It's the TARDIS. My TARDIS. The best ship in the universe. This ship's alive. You've opened its soul.
Oh, what does that mean? What's it do to her? It's literally blinding her. What did just happen? Am I supposed to understand that? Because I don't.
What happened to Margaret?
Yeah, what happened?
She looked into the heart of the TARDIS. Even I don't know how strong that is. And the ship's telepathic, like I told you, Rose. Gets inside your head. Translates alien languages.
She's an egg.
Regress to a childhood.
She's an egg.
She can start again. Live a life from scratch. You take her home, give her to a different family, tell them to bring her up properly. She might be all right.
Or she might be worse.
That's her choice.
Please do the right thing now, Rose. Please let him go. Let him move on. He needs it. I mean, he can't wait for you his whole life. Wow, okay. That was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. And the one time I think I don't need anything to write down and I don't prepare anything, during the watching I had so many things that I wanted to write down and that I kind of forgot by the end right now. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, next time I'm gonna prepare something again. The way I do it, it's always wrong. That's so strange. Okay, let's get to the episode. Wow, what a roller coaster ride this was. That was yet again another episode with very much mixed emotions, like the happy, the sad, the everything. And oh my god, the tension on this episode sometimes. I don't know if I didn't catch up on that in the previous episodes that we have watched already, but in this one I had the feeling that they like played with the camera, with the music, with the lighting, and they just did everything kind of on purpose to point out certain things and to raise the tension in certain scenes. That's the first time that I did like catch up on it in this episode. No, that's a lie. I did in the last 2 episodes too, when the atmosphere was kind of mystery and morbid and all that stuff. But in this one I had the feeling that they even did it a little bit better than in the previous episodes. I mean, the episode before the last 2-parter. They are like getting better with everything. Or it's just like me and I didn't notice it before. I don't know, I can tell. Yeah, that episode was a lot. In the beginning, when we first saw the alien lady, my thoughts were, oh my god, please, not another alien episode. I don't want to hear them poop. I don't want to have another cringy dialogue, cringy behavior episode. I mean, it was alright when I saw it back then, but now I'm not in the mood anymore for those alien cringy kind of things. But luckily, I mean, there was the alien lady, but the episode had a more mature character this time. It felt like this episode was written for adults and the other alien episodes before were written for kind of teenagers or something. I mean, it just evolved in the seriousness. I mean, the overall theme, the death sentence that the alien lady is Blonde was her name, right? That she was going to face was a serious matter, so. And I'm really kind of happy that the whole nuclear tower blowing up the whole planet Earth thing didn't really occur. That this didn't happen, because that would have been bad. Okay, but we're going to talk about the alien lady in a moment. I'm going to get back there. What I want to point out at first is that I have seen glimpses of the potential with the character of Captain Jack, or Jack, however, because he's a character that speaks about what he is thinking. He speaks it out loud without even thinking about it first. And he's saying what he feels in that moment. And the Doctor is kind of the opposite. He's thinking very much about what he's saying. And that makes a potential for very funny dialogues between those two. We have seen that in certain scenes today, but I guess this is something that will continue to show up in every episode, I guess, as long as Captain Jack is going to be there. Still, I don't know how long this is going to be. But the tension between the Doctor and Jack and the different characters that were thrown to each other, and the dialogues that are so funny. This could be a mix-up that's good for the show. And for that pinch of humor every now and then. And then both of them talk very fast. So this is also something that's really cool, because it also adds a comedic element. Because they can throw sentences at each other at a certain speed and like beat themselves with their words. And that is really funny. And I can imagine that they will do this in the future too. And that's, I guess, where you guys, do you see the potential, why, the reason why you like Captain Jack? I mean, I have seen different opinions of him, even in your comments, but most of you seem to like him, and I guess that's the reason why. He adds some kind of comedic element to the show, in combination with the Doctor. And then our character Rose, she had a whole story for herself this time. She was meeting her boyfriend, former boyfriend. I mean, how many times did they change their status by now? That's like incredible. She was meeting Mickey, and they were talking so much about what happened in the past, what will happen in the future, how they're going to proceed from where they are. And there is something that didn't like add up to me. And I'm still wondering why Mickey first tells Rose or asks Rose to spend the night in a hotel. I mean, we all know what that means, right? And then, like a few minutes later, tells her that he's together with another girl. That doesn't add up to me. Am I the only one who thinks that's kinda strange? Yeah, but I guess the ending spoke for itself. In the end, Mickey decided to go on with his life, I guess. But there was that one scene where he was shouting at her when the earth was shaking and she was running away. I mean, he could be angry for that she didn't try to save him or didn't try to get him to safety together with her, and she was like running away on her own. But then again, it was a kind of like life or death situation, and I don't know if when you're in such a situation, if you think like that, like logically. I don't know. I mean, if someone doesn't do that, you cannot really blame that person. Can you? This is kind of an emotional dilemma for me. But his reaction was not only to be like normal angry. He was so angry and shouted at her, and his look was pure hate in that moment. That was really strange. For me, it seemed like an out of character moment. But then again, we got to know him as a emotional person who's overreacting every now and then. But I don't know if this means something for the future. If he's just if his turning away from her in the end means it's over for me, I'm going to move on with my life. Or if it means I hate you, and whenever I get the possibility to hurt you in the future, I will do that because you are done for me. Could be either way. I don't know. But then, yet again, we had another scene with Rose where, I mean, I like Rose. I really do. And I'm trying to get to like her even more every episode. But then, sometimes she just behaves like a teenager. And she does that again in this episode too. I mean, Mickey wasn't the most reasonable person either, but she was, when he told her that he was seeing somebody new and he was moving on with his life, she wasn't like, she pretended to be happy for him because she kind of knew that this would be the right thing to do. Because, I mean, she went away, she left him more than one time. And he was kind of a convenience to her whenever she was coming back and he was there. It was like a thing that she knew, or a person that she knew. She could come back to that every now and then when she wanted to, and he had to be available. And she knew that this was the right thing to do, like pretend to be happy for him, that he kind of moves on, even if I think that was not the right thing to do for him either, because if he still loves her, he shouldn't be involved with another person. He should just try to focus more on himself and try to find a way to love himself and not another person he's projecting the love for Rose onto. That aside, but Rose tried to pretend, which was the right thing, and then took it back and showed her jealousy, which was a totally wrong thing to do in that moment. You do not have the right to be jealous. You left him for so many times, and in the last episode, you were telling Captain Jack, no, you weren't telling, but he knew that you thought like that you were available and also very available. So just let that boy go. What are you doing with him? That's not a good behavior in my eyes. And I hope that she will, I mean, how old is she? Do we know? She seems very young, like in her 20s or so. And she also has to grow. And I think this is kind of a point where she should like work on, because that's not a really good characteristic to have. But as I said in my last review, when it comes to things like falling in love and that stuff, Rose doesn't really behave like an adult. She didn't in the last episode and she didn't in this one. I hope she will grow. We'll give her some time and she will grow. I believe in her, but right now this is just not the behavior to have. And then let's get to the obvious overall theme of the episode and the emotional dilemma that we were all stuck in. And that's a situation of the alien lady. In the end, we kind of solved that dilemma by giving her the chance for a new life. We, in a kind of a way, we killed her because the person that she was before doesn't exist anymore. The life that she had before doesn't exist anymore. So we kind of killed her, but we also gave her a new life and a new chance. So it is obviously better than just to be killed, but it doesn't really give me that feeling. I mean, personally, to me, it doesn't give me that feeling of we did the right thing, if you know what I mean. I mean, it was a dilemma, and there was no solution that you could have done to make it right. There was no right in that situation. You could have brought her back. She would have been killed. You could have left her somewhere. And she would kill again. So I guess that was the best way that they could handle the situation. But it's not really... I don't know, this is kind of strange. And I know there's no other solution, and that this is the best solution that they could have done. But still, it's not really satisfying. I don't know, that's just me. That's some personal feelings that I do have about that. I'm sorry. This is nothing to do with the show or with what the characters did. It's just me and my feelings. But I guess those are important too when I do a review, right? But let's get to the point before we did what we did with her. And when we tried to think about a possible solution, there was that dilemma of whether to... I mean, she was sentenced to death, so that meant if we brought her back, she would have been killed. And like I already said, that you don't get sentenced to death for nothing. So there is, I mean, normally. So there is a reason behind that. And maybe you are deserving that. But this is some kind of discussion for itself. We're gonna leave this one out of here because I don't want to start with the politics. And this is all about the alien lady, okay? I'm not talking about human beings on Earth. This is a totally other thing. I'm talking about the alien lady, the alien planet, and the alien executions, okay? So just to make that clear. And, well, is it justified to bring the alien lady back to her planet if you know that she will die? Is it murder then? Or are you just bringing her back? And whatever happens then, you have nothing to do with it. I can see both sides. I can understand both sides. And the stuff she was saying didn't add up to the stuff that she was doing. She was talking about how she wanted to spare lives and how she just wants to go out and eat something and that she wants to be a good alien from now on. And then they go to the restaurant and in the first 5 minutes she tries to kill the doctor 3 times. So it doesn't add up. And even if you have thought about not putting her back to this planet in the beginning, you kind of have to change your mind if you see that she hasn't really changed. I mean, she spared that one woman. And oh my god, that scene, that was so well done. The close-ups on their faces and the tension that they built with that kind of shots, that was great. That was so well done. And even the other part where I thought the same was when the doctor was talking about when they were standing like in front of the model of the nuclear bomb stuff, and the doctor was talking about some dogs or something. I don't remember the exact words that were written on the poster, but he was talking about a threat, and he was saying that in a softer voice, in a kind of a threatening voice, talking slower and softer, and then there was the music in the background adding up, and that was so good. That was so well done. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, but back to the restaurant. I mean, you have seen that she tried to kill him 3 times. Then she said that she spared the life of the woman. So, I don't know. How do you weight those different kinds of facts? And also, she was talking about that only a murderer could think of what the doctor was saying. Okay, first of all, let's make that clear. I thought the very same thing. He was saying exactly what I thought in that moment. And I'm not a murderer, so... But that aside, I guess the show intended to tell us that there was something more to the doctor that we don't know yet. And from what I know now of the doctor, it wouldn't really surprise me. I mean, what am I saying we don't know yet? We already know. Because he already killed people. Or at least he didn't try to stop them from killing themselves. Like the lady that sacrificed herself for the ghosts. That tried to get into the normal reality. She was an innocent person, and I was talking about that when we saw the episode. And the doctor and Rose tried to save her. She tried to find any solution that she could to save that woman, and the doctor was like, no, we can't, and we don't, and that's it. You have to deal with that. He did it more than once. So we already know that he is able to kill people or to see things for what they are. And if something is inevitable, he just deals with it. Even if it means that there is a life to sacrifice, even if the person is innocent. So we already know that. But I don't know if the show intended to, because to me, when we have seen that scene, it felt like the way they were filming this wasn't intending that they were talking about something, or that they were intending something that we already know of the Doctor, but that it's something that we are going to find out in the future. So, could be both ways, but for me it wouldn't be surprising if he would kill other people in the future too, because I have said that from, I don't know, the first, the second, the third episode that I have watched, that there is a dark side to the Doctor too. I've said that in the very beginning. I can remember that, and it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, but back to something that, oh my god, just thinking about it I have to laugh. There was one certain scene in this episode, oh my god, it made me laugh so hard. I don't know, I laughed for about a minute or two. I don't know. I can't leave all of that in the YouTube reaction. But if one day I will start to put up my reactions on Patreon and you are able to watch the whole episode, you will see I laughed so hard for so long. And I had a hard time to concentrate or to focus on the next scene when they were getting back to the more serious stuff. I was still laughing, and every time I think of that... Oh, I didn't even mention what I'm talking about. What the... I'm just talking about the scene. I was laughing so hard and don't even mention what I'm talking about. I mean the scene where the alien lady, if you couldn't assume yet, where the alien lady was like trying to teleport herself away, and the Doctor was teleporting her back like every time. And that was so funny to me. I laughed so hard. That was the best scene in the whole episode. That was so good. I love that kind of stuff. That kind of slapstick comedy. That was so good. And I guess when I'm going to edit the episode, I will laugh again. That was so good. Okay, so that was a very good episode. I really liked it. And now I am very curious how this episode is rated. If I had to guess, I would rate it like an 8.8, 8.9, something quite close to 9.0. Because the last episodes, the two-parter, were 9.2. So I would rate it like 8.8, 8.9, or not. I would rate it a 9.5 or something. But I am imagining what the people have rated the episode. And I guess that's a little bit less. Okay, so here we go. Aliens of London, World War III, Dalek, Long Game, Father's the Empty Chat. Boom Town. What? Okay, now I'm surprised. 7.1. That episode was so good. What you rated so bad? Is it just because there was the alien lady? And people didn't like the alien stuff? But that episode was so much more serious than the other two. And the topic that they were talking about was so serious. And the dilemma that they were discussing. Okay. Well, that is really surprising to me. Yet again. For the last two episodes, it was the other way around. That I thought this, well, the first of the two-parter, I thought this was not a very strong episode. Then I'm going on IMDb and that's a 9.2. And now I think it's somewhere about around 8.8, 8.9, and it's a 7.1. That's very disappointing. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not good in guessing the IMDb rating. And I guess I do have a different opinion for many episodes. Right now I do have the feeling that all the episodes that I do like, many of you guys don't, and the other way around. And that's so funny. I don't know why. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave this one quite confused yet again. But I still hope that you had fun to watch the episode together with me and my opinion about the episode. And important, if you comment something, please don't spoil anything. Thank you. I'm always forgetting to say this in the beginning. I should start to think about this. Because many of you people don't watch it until the very end, so it doesn't really make sense to mention it in the last 10 seconds of the video. I'm going to try to get better with that. But okay, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I really appreciate your kind comments. When I was thinking about that, all of you hated me for the empty child episode. Your comments were so kind and so understanding, and I was really very happy when I have read them. You guys make me so happy, you have no idea, because I was really thinking that you would hate me by now, but you don't, and you appreciate my opinion even if it's not the opinion that you have as a viewer. And I thank you so much for that. I thank you so much for the freedom that you are giving me, that I feel confident to tell my opinion, whatever it is. I do have the feeling that I can do that and I can be honest, and that you all appreciate this and really like my opinion, whether it's the same as yours or a different one. So very, very much thank you for that, really, from the bottom of my heart. This is so great. Okay, but now we are stopping this review. I'm going on and on and on. I'm so sorry. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. We'll see each other next to the next reaction of Dr. Who. And bye.